So I'm Jack Gordon. I'm an interfaith activist based in Washington, D.C., and also a professional media producer and photographer. So just wanted to share some expertise about how might you improve recordings for the RavelUnravel project. So there are three basic principles that I would encourage anybody who's doing a non-professional recording to bear in mind if they're shooting a video. And those are the lighting, the sound, and the framing of the subject. So typically you're recording probably just with a small team, maybe one person recording another one, or even recording yourself. So they're very easy things that you could do to dramatically improve the quality of the video and make it something that people would really want to watch. So in terms of lighting, if you're recording in an office or a home, whatever the case is, you want to make sure that the biggest light source is behind the camera and facing the face of the subject. So the immediate no-no is to record in front of an open window, because obviously the sun is the biggest light source we could possibly have. And if it's right behind you, you're going to look like you're in a witness protection program, and you don't want to do that because you want to share your story, and everybody wants to see your beautiful face. So make sure that any lamp or window that's uncovered is behind the camera facing you. The second thing is to make sure that your audio is as clean as possible. So you can either use a small lavalier microphone like this one, or if you don't have that, you're using a cell phone or a camera that doesn't have a mic input. The onboard microphone should be as close to the subject as possible. And if you don't have an external mic, you should go into a quiet space, as quiet as possible, at least shutting the door, obviously turning off any music, any phones that could go off, that sort of thing. And then the third thing is in terms of framing. So if you have somebody else that is recording you, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of headroom, and whatever, if you're doing a headshot, you know, it maybe comes down to about the top of your chest, that sort of thing. That's just sort of a nice, even frame that feels like a comfortable distance for somebody to be speaking with you. You definitely don't want to have them just right up close, up into their face. That feels a little bit too personal. And if you're back far away, it feels like you're not necessarily the subject of the piece. It might be a little bit distracting depending on what you have around you. Obviously, if you're in a place like this and you have just a white wall background, that's a nice neutral space to have. But oftentimes if you have something like a nice plant or a painting or something like that, you could have that in the background as well. See, this is something you want to bear in mind. There's a police car going by, so you might have to stop and do the story again. That's going back to the sound question. If you're recording on your laptop computer or a cell phone, you also want to make sure that the camera is about at eye level. So you're not just flipping open your laptop and shooting up into your nose, because people obviously don't want to be seeing the inside of your nose, and it's a little bit intimidating when you're, you know, sitting right over the viewer. So keep it at eye level and make it feel like a personal conversation that you're sharing with somebody. You're sharing an inspiring story, and you know, if you make sure that you improve the visual quality of it, make sure that people can actually hear what you're saying, then the content of your story will come across that much better, and everybody will flock to the RavelUnravel website to watch all of these great videos. So good luck with that, and I look forward to watching your video.